day of this. Last day of that. No more of that. I hope you enjoyed the slideshow. Last day we get that one. I got to do something else. I've got a week to figure it out. What is up? What is happening? Red Haired is here. Red Haired, welcome. Welcome to the chat. Good day, everyone. My last, possibly last helicopter stream in the old sim. Onboard simulations, hello. And Cobra, of course, hello. Cobra, thanks for all the cool stuff you've been doing out there. Manic DJ just subscribed for 10 months. Thank you very much. Now I have to keep going. Every time someone subscribes, that's another month of streaming. After a week off. We are out here in Africa because I wanted to compare animals to animals. I wanted to check that out. I've been doing a lot of button pushing today. A lot of trying to... One more week, and apparently I just found out from reading my own Discord that you can download it now. I did not know that. Who's doing the flyby out there? Got a flyby out there. Not in my sim, so I can't turn it on. Crisp Guy and the Eagle S100. Not Cobra. Not Cobra, but that was last stream. We're all over that now. Yeah, one more week, and I fixed my timer. That timer should be correct now. 6 days, 18 hours, 26 minutes, 36 seconds. And it was always wrong. No one noticed that it was always wrong. No one was looking at the timer. Maybe because it didn't say what it was for. But somehow I had set it for 0:33. It was 0 hours and 33 minutes on the 19th. This particular timer gadget was new to me. I got this straight from Stream Elements. And I guess I didn't set all the elements in the timer. Oh, check it out. Early air show. That is awesome. Awesome we're getting it now because I'm going to probably do a different slideshow on our breaks. Break or breaks, depending on how many we do. But I did want to throw up this little thing. I had a question for the chat. A question for the class. And hello to anyone on YouTube. Let me just check. There are 2 people currently watching YouTube. Hello. All the chat is happening in the Twitch, but I'm new to YouTube streaming. I just thought I would try it. Nice to have you watching. And so this is what I'm looking at. I have to open this. Hopefully I don't give away the codes to all of my games doing this. I don't think I will. And is that going to work even? So here's what I've got. Look, I have the Tech Alpha where I can get rid of that. I don't know why it says open. That's gone. But I have the Deluxe Upgrade, the Premium Deluxe Upgrade, the regular Flight Simulator, the Premium Deluxe Edition. Does anyone have a guess or even knowledge of which one of those I should download? And they're all ready to download it. Apparently, I can download them all, which I will start doing as soon as I'm done with this stream. I'm not going to do it during the stream. Anyone have an idea? Do I need to download the flight sim and then the upgrade and then the upgrade? Or do you think I could just download the Premium Deluxe Edition? What do you think? What do you think, folks? I'm obviously going to do whatever I decide anyway, but see if we can get through all of the music that I have previously used. Nope, no answers. Is my mic on? I don't want to download all of them. I'm going to start with Premium Deluxe Edition and see if that is enough. Maybe it'll give me some kind of message. Premium Deluxe is what I've been choosing when I reinstall 2020. Okay, so you have Premium Deluxe 2020, Aviator. Thank you for that. You have a similar list. So it does give you... Oh, that made sense to me. It seemed like all I would need is the Premium Deluxe Edition. But I guess maybe by buying that, I bought all the other stuff. In case I just wanted Flight Sim by itself. Anyway, the main thing is, that's kind of cool. that that's how they're solving the issue on the 19th. If we're smart enough, everyone, pre-download it if you have purchased it. That's a whole idea. If so many people were like, well, why would you buy it in advance? What is the advantage to that? Well, here it is. This is the advantage. This is it. And of course, the other big news, I will be bringing up this part again because this is really the only news I had. One of the geniuses that is helping me out here, because I do have people behind the scenes helping me do this stuff. One of them suggested I put 2024 release news in the title. And so this is the release news right here. That's the big news. Now, wherever you live, and this has been everywhere, I don't know, I hope people have seen this, because wherever you live now, these are the times. If you live in Mexico City, it's 10 a.m. CST. Interesting. New York, of course, is 11 because it's 8 o'clock here. Seems like they are starting late to me. I guess they want people to have a chance to get to work before the release. Sao Paulo, 1300. London, 1600 in the PM. 4 o'clock in the afternoon. But it still will be the same time as I get it. Amsterdam, 1700. Cape Town, 1800, etc., etc. Singapore is what I had my timer set for incorrectly. Yeah, exactly. Kiribati, 0500 in the AM. It's GILT time. Whatever that means. Can I put a link to that? Yes. It's actually, what I'm looking at is this, right in the forums. I would be happy to put a link, and that's a great idea. That is why I'm here. This is why, a lot of people, a lot of people make fun of us, some of us older folks, for being on the Facebook and such. Well, this is the kind of thing you get. This is the kind of news you get if you're on the Facebook or Instagram. Probably not going to find it on the TikTok. X, formerly known as, I'm sure it's on there. It's all over the place. It's on my Discord. That's why you got to join all the Discords. All the Discords. Join them all. Okay, I guess I think that's all my news. I thought I had more. Oh, yes! Thank you so much, everyone, for coming on these flights. It's going to continue, of course, but there will be a slight interruption for resting my eyes before the sim comes out. And then there's going to be a slight interruption figuring out how to set up the new sim. Hopefully, it won't be all 5 days that I have planned. But just in case, it's nice seeing everyone. Nice seeing everyone out here. Let's get started. I decided to choose a aircraft that came with the sim, but of course I couldn't just jump in it without a mod. I still had to have a mod for it.
What I have for your starters today is a potato-encrusted scallop with lobster foam.
Just get in.
And we're going to top that with some nice cream fraiche.
Absolutely. That's what we're talking about. Joey Bolo, you got the Aerosoft Limited Edition. Won't be able to install Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 until you receive your package in the mail. Now, see, I thought you would get a code. I thought they were going to give you a code, and then there was some confusion about the code in Germany wasn't going to come out on the 19th, and then... Anyway. Wow, you got the big one. It's that'll be cool. That will be cool. I thought the Premium Deluxe would be enough. I'll explain myself again. I've got a lot of the extra planes, in other words, the local legends and such. I've got them, and I can collect the ones that I don't have. And in my personal opinion, they're not all that great. So that's why I didn't get the Aviator Edition. The Aerosoft Edition, I don't know. I didn't even think about getting that. Another box? I need another box? I've got several back here. Got several boxes and a nice picture of Joey Bolo and his family just behind me. You're testing it on Game Pass, and that will decide which version I'll buy. Oh, that's a good way to do it. That's a very good way to do it. We got a CH-47 out here. We're on the Southeast Asia server. I almost said server. Southeast Asia server. Welcome to the flights. Hello. Cheers. There's a lot of us out here. And one of the reasons I picked this helicopter is because I still have some difficulty with the super complicated helicopters. What am I looking at? That right there. There's everybody. From what I understand, the digital code is in the seal. Oh! But I did hear some scuttlebutt about the... Well, I guess we'll know by the 19th. I thought they were going to send codes to those folks that ordered on Aerosoft, and then there was a big hoopla because I think it was in Germany. For some reason, they weren't going to get the codes for several days later than everyone else. Maybe you'll get the box before. I mean, why wouldn't you get the box by the 19th anyway in this world? In this world of Amazon, you should have, if you ordered it yesterday, it should be here today. But actually, you should be getting it by drone, right? You should be getting a drone delivery for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. That they should have started drone deliveries all over the world in celebration of this coming out. Am I wrong? I'm not wrong. Okay, start your aircraft, buddy. Here we go. Battery on, fuel on. That's the booster pumps. Avionics master. I leave till I have a start. I like a little bit of light. The anti-collision light. That's engine. That's anti-ice. Same thing. I may be right. You may be right. The swag packages may be delayed, and they can still send codes. Yeah, they could send you a code by your email. I wouldn't think that you would need anything else. Package is pretty cool, though. It is pretty cool. So everything started. This is a FADEC helicopter. I started to talk about the helicopter. This is the 407, but it is updated with the SimFocus mod. If you like this helicopter and don't have the freeware SimFocus mod, it's probably still going to work in... That was the other thing. It's probably still going to work in 2024. The other big news is that that didn't work. Oh, I know why. It doesn't need this. That's not it. That's all you need. I think that is the link to SimFocus. I think that's it. So the other big news is High Performance Group has confirmed that all their helicopters work. They confirmed that also via Facebook and others. So we hit this for 1 minute. I mean, 2 seconds. 1 minute. 2 seconds right there. Kill the horn, which doesn't have a button. You just have to do it that way. Engine is coming up. I hope. Is it not? What did I do wrong? I hear it. Rotors are turning. But my numbers aren't coming up. Jets are coming up. Oh, what's wrong with my... What is wrong now? Oh, jeez. What the heck? Oh, I know what's wrong. This has to go to idle. That gives it fuel. That has to be on idle. Let's see if it'll continue to try. Oh, did I totally blow it? Did I just completely blow it? The fuel valves are on. Left, right. Yeah. Boosters are on. That's what I need. Oh, jeez. Okay, we'll try it again. Try it again. It has to be on idle to attempt to start. I think because it wasn't on idle, it didn't. The simplest start in the world, and I can't get it right. 2 seconds. Now my NG is coming up. Okay, that's correct. Yeah, I needed it. The fuel needed to be open. Now we've got it. We should have checked these. They all check out. We can also check these. That's kind of cool. This all should happen earlier. Here it goes. I've got to start now. Westland Wasp is an easy start. It is. That's true. Westland Wasp is a great. I still think it's the greatest local legend of all time. Maybe the door doesn't open, but the window's open. If people haven't heard me complain about doors enough, I'm a little worried about the doors in the new sim. A little worried about how they operate. Here's this coming up. Ooh, a lot of noise out here. Nice. Nice. Crisp Kind is giving a wave over on YouTube. Hey, how's it going? How's it going? Okay, for some reason, this isn't starting like I expected it to. Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, the animation's weird. I think I experienced this yesterday. It should be pretty started by now. Let me just turn it up to 80. Nope, it's not coming up. It is not starting. What the heck? Is it this? Damn it. Damn it. I was so excited for flying this. And it actually is not working. I'm going to put this all the way on fly. I have no idea why this isn't working. Some advertisement. Mine neither, you're changing helis. Oh, really? Oh, that just sucks. What did I do wrong? What should we do now, sir? Are we stopped? Why don't we take a 5-minute break? Oh, come on now. I don't understand why it's not going. Battery is all I need to get this thing started. That's all I need. Nothing else really goes on here. And it's not going. Nope. I'm going to see if Control E will start it all the way up. Control E. Oh, shoot. Because I started wrong once, it's now not going to start. Dang it! Dang it! Ah! Well. Failures have got to work too. What do we got here? Oil pressure, FADEC. Oh, the FADEC fail. It says the FADEC has failed. The engine is out. You know what? It is slowly not really coming up. Did the FADEC get turned? Oh, there. Oh, wait a minute. Here's my problem. Here's my problem. Let me bring this all the way back down. The fuel, this fuel is off. So we're gonna turn it all the way off. We're gonna turn this fuel on. It was fuel. FADEC has not actually failed. I failed. I failed to turn this. In most helicopters, this is left on. Apparently, this is why you use checklists. This is why you use checklists. Let's try one more time. I know everything else is on. We'll go to idle right there. We'll hit this for 2 seconds. Watch it work. Watch it work. It only went to 12 last time. 13, 14, 15. It's working. I knew there was something wrong when I went out here and it wasn't spinning. Okay, that was the answer. Who switched out? Oh, onboard simulations. I wonder if you had the same problem and you missed this fuel. I wonder. Because this mod is really awesome, it does act like the real thing. So we need to turn the generator on, turn the strobe lights on, turn the avionics master on, the gyro. We don't need those. Those we don't need. I'll just turn on. Check all the. We would have checked the breakers already. This old Garmin is cranking up. There should be a flight plan in there. You didn't try that, but it still wouldn't start. Oh, you did try that. It still wouldn't start. Okay. I'm really glad mine started, because this means that it was not the mod at all. And my guess is that this will work in the new Sim 2. I really wish they would just give onboard simulation some cashola and buy this mod from them and have them do this with the one in the sim. It's a little embarrassing. I loved this helicopter in P3D. That's one of the reasons that I fly it occasionally. But you really have to have a mod to make it work like a helicopter. That's my thing. So what are we doing today? We are doing a photo safari as this continues to start. And I think it's a, oh, you know what? I have opened my map. Why didn't that come up? I got to do that, and then I can do that. Oh, weird. The map doesn't want to... Oh, strange. Okay, it should come back up. There it is. That's weird. It didn't want to turn on. So we're going to take some pictures of animals, and we're going to compare those. If you want to, we're going to... Well, yes, we are. I think I'm going to do this in reverse, my first Tuesday flight, which we'll see if we get to the flying part. But this is my plan. We'll do it in here, and then we'll do it in the next sim. I might do a portion of it in the next sim and then jump over to some other places, which I might do today. Well, today I'm going to do the whole flight. I forgot to warn... People might be pissed off at me for this. People might really get a little bit annoyed with me for this. I forgot to let people know in the description that we get as high as 12,000 feet, that these are mountains right here. And even where some of the animals are, it's pretty high. The elevation is pretty high. And I forgot to mention that. My apologies. It's only a game, is what you guys tell me. Who cannot make that altitude? Nobody. I think all of these helicopters are perfectly capable of that altitude. You know, the most questionable one is the one I'm sitting in. Let's bring this to flight. We are there. We are so close. Who played that? Cobra. This should go out in moments. Check instruments. I don't know why it's saying that already. Okay, I checked them. Oh, I probably rolled the throttle up too fast. And so it would have a momentary overspeed if I did that. Roll the throttle up a little quick. Check all my switches. Why is the position light off? That should be on. Anti-ice, we're good. Let's turn on the weather, because it was really... Oh, it was really terrible here yesterday. Anyone have their weather on? No, not here. I flew in Oregon yesterday. I flew on the Oregon coast yesterday. And was... If this is a really quick flight, and I don't know that it will be, then I might go to the Oregon coast and we might look at some things there. So 60 degrees, 3 knots of wind. It's beautiful out here. Beautiful out here. Now I need to set my altimeter. There we go. See, we're already over 6,000 feet. Just sitting here on the ground. Wind was horrible in Oregon yesterday. That's where your stream was. Oh, yeah, and it's worse today, Marco. Don't fly there today. Well, you're not streaming today, but today, tonight, we have 20 to 30 knots, expected gusts to 45. So in any other place in the world, you know, that would be horrible weather. In Oregon, of course, that's just that's a sunny day. That's a nice sunny day out here in Oregon. Super. Let's turn around and get out of here. Oh yeah, it looks like our first animals are fairly close. Fairly close. See if he can fly this helicopter. This one flies like all of them. Oh, nice. Nice, nice. Little pedal turn to our direction, because we have a lot of room to take off. We don't need no runways. We don't need no stinking runways. And we go. And we go. Updated the Alouette. I don't know if I forgot about the update to the Alouette, and I updated it, and I flew it. I started to fly it. First, I couldn't get it started. Then I had to read the manual twice. Got it started. And can you believe I couldn't get it started after watching what you've just witnessed? Got it all started up and flew it, and it died. And I thought, oh no, the update's broken. My after start checklist was not complete, and the generator was off. So the Alouette is another realistic helicopter in Flight Simulator 2020. I don't care what people say. There's plenty of realism in the helis. Plenty. Cowboy, Mr. Cody and Chris Kind are here in the Eagle S100. I'm glad we have an airport at the in the middle. We do have airports today. 3 airports for any of you who want to fly the aeroplanes. There they go. And we have quite a few 407s. Another reason that I picked the 407 is that anyone can join us in the 407, of course. Anyone can join us anyway, but we do fly a lot of add-ons here. If you're new to this place, we got, oh, look at that. I can hear ooh, another nice shot. Wait a minute. I can hear a CH-47. Got the H-125 next to me. 407s all over the place. That looks like out there, that looks like an R-44 freeware add-on still available. And it should work in the new sim as well. Might even be better. Everything will be better in the new sim. I don't actually work for Microsoft. If you come here and you've never been here before, you might think, does this guy work for them? I don't. I'm a guest on their stream once a month, but I don't work for them. I'm just still amazed with this. Still amazed with this whole simulator thing. It's a lot of fun. One reason I picked this area, he'll take a kickback though. I would if they, well, I've gotten kickbacks from them. They gave me free swag and a meal when I went to Flight Sim Expo, and that only cost me around $3,000, you know, for the hotel and flight. And I got a free battery charger and a meal from them. So it's not like they haven't given, and they give me planes too. Give me all kinds of stuff. They didn't give me the simulator though. Can you believe it? Also, they didn't give me, because I'm still growing my stream, and I appreciate the people that help me, that have helping me now and have helped me along the way. Still growing my stream, so they also didn't give me a free trip to the Grand Canyon. And it would have been cheaper to take me there than many of those awesome creators that we saw. They could have put me on a bus and bussed me over there. Except that would have sucked. So here we are, we're at over 8,000 now. Over 8,000 feet. Trying to get myself situated, so I gotta trim this out a little. Yeah, more power. This helicopter, you know, I don't have the book in front of me, but I think it's only goes to about 14, right? Is Sim Focus in the chat? Is someone in the chat that's a 407 pilot or flies this a lot? I think it only goes to about 14,000. It is not what they consider a high-altitude helicopter. Rescues on Mount Hood, which is near me, would be very difficult. Very difficult. The Fence builder is here, so it's just getting the word. Just getting the word. Oh, that looks awesome out there. I'm trying to get trim. See, the one thing about this is you really gotta like lean on the trim knobs to get it to where it'll trim out. It will trim out if you don't mind being heavy-handed. Oh, nice. Nice. Doorbell's ringing, and this time it is not my chat playing hoax on me. It is not the doorbell hoax. I don't know. Some of you must remember that. That was pretty funny. That was probably the worst. Worst or the best that my chat has gotten me. Cats are all running because the doorbell rung. So yeah, I'm out here because I really am curious about areas like this. Areas that are kind of barren. You know, in this sim, they have all the same tree. The typography is not very deep. Oh, look at that. Shoot, I should have got that on a little screenshotage. Oh, I did. That was nice. So is this last 2020 heli stream? It is my last 2020 heli stream, unless I hear differently from the heli crowd. If people really want me to do a 2020 stream once a month or something, I'm not taking it off my computer. But in most of the time when I've mentioned it, there has been no call for more streams. However, I shouldn't say that because if I'm not wrong, there's a stream tomorrow. They're not a stream. You asked about a stream. It's the last stream. It's not the last flight. Can anyone confirm that there'll be a flight in the Red Heron Sim Pilot Discord tomorrow? I believe there will be. So right in this area somewhere, we should see our first animals that we will be taking some photographs of. Just around here somewhere, which is why I'm glad I have my head tracker on. Yesterday, I think they were on this hill. I think they were just on this hill. And apparently they go around in a circle because if you land and you know, put it on in escape, so you're on, the sim is running, but you're not looking at it, they end up back at your helicopter. Indeed, there will be a flight. So there will be a flight tomorrow on the Rotor Sim Pilot Discord, which I assumed. There still will be stuff. Still haven't talked to you guys about the fact that I'll be streaming on the 13th. I will have a stream. So I guess I'll just miss your flight. I don't think I'm going to get my stream in early enough. Maybe I can fly along behind you guys. Although the stream might not have anything to do. We'll see how I do on stream without the helicopters on a Wednesday. Right around here somewhere is something. We're looking for animals, folks. It's a safari, photographic safari. This flight plan is from 2021, October 2021. It's another throwback plan. I wonder how many of you remember it. Do I have any helicopters with me? Yeah, there they are. I just realized my nameplates are still off, so I can't cheat. I have to do this for reals. I have to find them. So I would need to slow to at least 80. At least 80. According to the map, they're kind of on my nose. Wow, they way back by that hill. Did I fly way past them? I might have. Zoom in. Yeah, I kind of did. Yep, I think they're way back there. Okay. Power back up. I missed it. I'm looking for a bunch of lights converging because I don't have the labels. I'm seeing a few lights down there. Seeing a few. They might be right down here. They tend to hang out on the hills. That's not one, that's a tree. This might be right where they were yesterday. Usually have to be pretty close to the fauna in order to find them. Is that them? That's them. Is that them? No, yes, no, maybe. That's shadows. That's them. We found them. So there's a herd of elephants here to take some pictures of. And there's it's a challenge to land in this terrain. All of you should have these now. Yeah, everyone's good. So these are these are from the what's it called? Microsoft Flight Sim. It's the actual name that we're flying. It's not we nicknamed it 2020, but it's just called Microsoft Flight Simulator. And these elephants came with it. They came with it. I found them a long time ago by typing in fauna in the search. And I actually think they're pretty good. There's a picture on the announcement for the flight. I now have a 5-knot wind. That's perfect. Perfect. And the cool thing is they don't mind noisy, whirly aircraft. They don't even mind. Watch. Just cruise in here. Bam. And they don't care. Doesn't really bother them at all. They'll stop and check you out. I love all the helicopters flying around here. This is awesome. This is awesome. There we go. Camera 2. The H125. The current one. From Cowan Sim, not the new one. From every picture I've seen of 2024, my guess is it's going to be the same effluence, right? I don't think. Oh, but wait a minute, that's not true because they got them from a different game. They got them from a different game. They actually went to another game developer and asked them about their animals, and they said, sure, you can use them in yours. I'm assuming for a small fee. I'm assuming there was a small fee involved. Is this a Flights with Joel livery coming up? It is. It is. Back a long time ago, someone did liveries for many of the aircraft. Someone named Zach, who is still around. But there's one of them right there. That's one of the old liveries. I don't know if this person is flying my livery. Planet Zoo. I heard they are friends. Oh, there it is. Planet Zoo. Planet Zoo. Oh, need to reload the flight. That was Marco. So sorry. I think that was Marco in there. This will be the last time you ever have to say that because everything is going to work so well. Hey, is that a 152 or are you just glad to see me? That's awesome. That's a great aircraft for this flight. Absolutely superb. I love the 152. One of the better flying. See, they all stop to check me out. They all stop and go, "Are you streaming? Are you actually streaming? Because we don't like people knowing where we are." Nice. Nice. The dudes. I need to hit this and this. Yeah, no. This. 152 is, right? It's one of the best aircraft in the sim. And then the modified version. There are modified versions that are even better, but the one that comes with it is still pretty good. All right, off to find more. What's our next stop? Is it animals? Comet Crazy just raided the channel with 10 viewers. Hello! Hello, hello! Welcome in! Comet Crazy, thank you so much for the raid. You are awesome. I think Marco is reloading. You caught me on the ground so I can do all the good stuff. How was your stream? Did you stream? Oh, here's the big question. Did you stream Microsoft Simulator today? Were you streaming the Microsoft Simulator? Because I noticed that a lot of people aren't. It seems that a lot of the normal simulator streamers were not on the sim today. Oh, you got a double shout out because Marco was on it. Totally on it. Welcome in, Raiders. We are in Africa looking for animals. It's a route that we did in 2021, 3 years ago, and we're redoing it in honor of the, not the end, but the beginning of a new stream, the beginning of a new era in flight simulation. Okay, there they go. We'll let them go now. Zero out my trim. And we're basically going back on the direction we were going. There's a lot of helicopters out here. Look at that. Look at them all. Whoo! I have to look at my map. I think this is the way. No. No? Wait a minute. Uh-oh, I'm lost. No, this way. The way all the other helicopters are going. There, this way. Continue over the hill. So with Planet Zoo, I've never actually seen Planet Zoo. Are you a zookeeper in Planet Zoo? Does anyone know? Do you have to clean up after the animals? I have a story about elephants, but it might be a little much for a stream. Might be a little much. Again, trying to trim out my helicopter, get it, did someone say Planet Zootorial? Planet Natural. Hey, how you doing? Did you come in on the raid? How are you? Planet Zoo, at its heart, is a management sim. Oh, so you're figuring out how to get, what did they just get back? You're figuring out how to get, like, bears from China or something. And how to keep your animals fed and stuff. Oh, you think it's Zoo Tycoon. Steffi thinks it's Zoo Tycoon. Those are different. I take no responsibility for what we're guessing about in my sim. Normally I would come in on a Comet Crazy raid, but you just got home. Well, nice to see you. Nice to see you. Nice to see you in chat, actually. I guess I'm not actually seeing you. Let's see what happens if I turn this on. There's still people back there. Everyone's checking out the effluents. Oh, they're everywhere. Woo! It's really amazing how lonely it is with the labels off, and then you turn them on and bam! There are just folks all over the place. so awesome that we do this twice a week, 2 days a week, and the helicopter community is just so massive. It is so massive. You hope Nick's nameplate mod works just the same in 2024. No kidding. Though I think I'm guessing those are the kind of things that might be a little bit more tricky. We will see, though. It is the same core sim, but are the nameplates even did they use the same nameplate system as they have, right? It's hard to know. Hard to know. I took down the nearest airport just for today. Oh, and there's not much nearby. We're out in Africa. So I think that first airport on the list there is the nearest. Hotel Alpha. David Charlie, Delta Charlie. Hotel Alfalfa. I'm seeing everyone. I see a lot of people are doing a canyon run here, which is awesome. That's why I'm getting slightly off my plan. I'm just watching I'm watching the canyon run. Everyone's doing a canyon run except Flights with Joel. Going through a canyon does make more sense than a helicopter. But look what you don't miss. You don't miss a thing. You miss a bunch of brown earth. Not a thing. The end of the canyon might even be where the next animules are. It's very possible. And 152 trying to dive at 12,000 feet. Oh, we are, we're just under 10,000 now. The 152 will go, I believe, to 14,000 like a 172, but they don't like it. They don't appreciate it, and you have to have lots and lots of time. I think your final climb rate is going to be about 200 feet per minute at those altitudes. It seems like when my timer stopped, I have the timer up in the corner. It seems like it stopped. That's how anxious I am. Although my week without simming, I think is going to go by in a flash. Absolutely go by in a flash. For one, on Saturday, I do have plans to go to a movie on Saturday. Might be the best documentary to come out in a long time. One of the local people in Eugene here did a documentary on the TV show Lost, called Getting Lost. Same person who did the last Blockbuster. You may have seen that on Netflix. Well, this documentary is premiering in theaters all over the world in the last month. It's really cool. It's finally coming here. And there's going to be a premiere with a Q&A and all that cool stuff. Just like Hollywood. Just like a big Hollywood film. So that should be really fun. And he got almost everyone who starred in Lost. I wouldn't say everyone who's in it. Almost all the stars from Lost are in the documentary. I can't wait to hear it. He had so many interviews, he can't put them all in. Hear it? I can't wait to see it. He had so many interviews, he can't even put them all in, which is just crazy. Aviates is heading the pack here. I think maybe he just headed down this river and then he wouldn't followed. How did I get in front in a 407? Oh, I'm firewalling it again. Kind of firewalling it again. And as we all know, in the new flight sim, we will be able to drink out of this river, except you want to bring your tablets to purify the water. So be sure if you're coming on these flights to bring some purification tablets. This is really weird. I'm looking at my frame rate counter and it's lying. It's obviously lying to me because I wouldn't be flying if the frame rates were really like that. I think half of it's missing. I did something really crazy because I saw that there was a river drinking is totally the functionality I've been asking for. Yes, right? Right? That's what you need is river drinking. Viper Strike, hello. Good day, sir. How are you? Haven't seen you in a minute. Hope you're all right. Everyone just passed me. I slowed down about 10 knots. No, I slowed down 30 knots. Alrighty, that's better. Don't forget to look for the the animals are way out there. We're still gonna have to climb over a mountain, even with this awesome river run. Got a ways to go here. Let me see if I can do. Ready to fly in Switzerland tomorrow. Awesome. I know if I go to that camera, this will be easier. And no one will see me crash. Shout out to Viper Strike. Awesome streamer. Always full of really good knowledge. Boy, I slowed down way too much. Everyone's gone. All right, I can just be back here and hang out and be mellow. Stream is still strong on YouTube with 1 viewer and 1 chat. At least it's working. At least it's working. You're very welcome. Also working on notes for your first 2024 series in 2025. You know, I think that's a really good idea, and perhaps something I should think about doing is working on notes and plans and things like that. I do my plans the day before the stream. That way it makes it interesting, makes it exciting. And then I mostly don't have notes. I look stuff up in Wikipedia, or for this one I don't really need notes. I know where we are and I know what an animal is. But it's really awesome, those people like yourself and like Cobra, who does the Wednesday flights, who work really hard and do a lot of research. Yeah, I don't know if this valley is going to take us the whole way to where we need to go. It takes us a bit out of the way. Oh, I see, but we would end up in the same spot. So you can choose, you can follow this and then take a left when it gets to another big river, or you could go over the hill. I'm going to go over the hill because I have lots of speed and I'm nowhere near my red line. Nowhere near my red line. So if you do want to stay low and follow that river, it works. It's once you see the next river, go left. Who needs research? Everyone knows those are dolphins. There you go. There you go. And we hope that everyone knows what animals we're looking at. Otherwise, it's really a problem. It's really a deal with the sim. It's really a thing. Yeah, I'm struggling a little bit, but I'm also climbing faster than I should be. I was trying to climb at 2,000 foot per minute. That's kind of ridiculous for a Bell 407 that's already at passing 7,800 feet, approaching 8,000. And as soon as we get up on these mountains, then we drop down the other side. Oh, this is very dangerous. Wow, look at the amount of people we have out here. Woo! Awesome sauce. I wasn't sure if people were still going to want to go on flights in these coming weeks, but I guess people do, and that is great. Why wouldn't you, anyway? I don't know what I'm thinking. I don't know what I'm thinking. As soon as we get up here, it's going to be amazing. Look at this. Look at this. Africa. Whoa. Whoa. Woo. Red Heron sitting down. No idea why anyone wouldn't. Why anyone wouldn't want to fly a helicopter on Tuesday is beyond me, you know? It's beyond most of us. Now, I think it's down in that valley. Is that right? Or is it the next? No, it's the next one over. Oh, did I? Everybody will see it. They've got the... Yeah, it's way over there. It's over there. Red Heron, did you run out of gas? Or did you have to jump out of the helicopter and use the facilities? Ask those... Knock on doors. See if you could use their facilities. It's not too many, but just a short rest. Always good. I think my airport's going to be perfectly in the middle of my flight, which is not always the case. Not always the case. Just lurking, building your new PC. See you in FS24. 1 week left. You have to be ready. You're building a new... Now, why are you building... No, I won't ask. I think I should build an old PC to see how it will run on a PC with less power. Just 6 days, 17 hours, 30 minutes, and 42 seconds, according to my timer. For my release. Now that's my time. If anyone doesn't have your time of release, just a moment here, original image. Time of release is here. Bang, there's your time of release. There you go. In case you missed it. I'm gonna crash if I keep doing this. There we go. In case you missed it, and especially if you're in Kiribati, that was an important one. Do people know where that is? Someone must. Tokyo, Singapore, Cape Town, Amsterdam, London, all the times are there. That's my time. Seattle time. But now it turns out I can download it. Well, from what I understand, I can download it now. That's just the time they're going to turn it on for me. That's just the moment they're going to turn it on and say, now you can play it. That is so cool. I'm so excited about that. It is awesome. Let's see if I did this right. Yes, I did it right. Woohoo! Okay, right down here where all these name tags are. This time I'm cheating. Let's not cheat. Let's turn off the game cheat, and we'll see if I can find them. Find what I'm looking for. Also, this guy will start complaining if I slow too fast. I think I'm all right now. Oh no, I'm not. You see how the engine RPM is down? That means I'm trying to do this too quickly. I'm surprised it's not alarming me. I guess I don't need the name tags because I see how the helicopters are right here. Oh my gosh. Interesting why it It's not complaining as much as it used to. I think they're, yeah, there they are. Now we have some giraffes. Some of the most amazing creatures in Africa. There are actually 3 major species of giraffe. I didn't know that until recently. I don't know if scientists knew that until recently. But there are 3 different species. And they are different. Seriously doubt that the sim is going to show that. The size of these animals, I think, is very close. From what I've seen on all the documentaries. Anyone been by a giraffe? Oh, I've been next to a giraffe at the zoo. So I think that is very close. They're several stories tall, right? Several stories. Very cool. I didn't build a new PC, but I am modifying mine a little bit. I got a new hard drive. Got my first M2 drive. Oh, they're cool. Nice. Just let it walk up to me. Let it walk into camera. Oh, I love the aerobatics in the background. Sweetness. There's a whole... Is the herd just standing... Did I block a whole herd of giraffe? I missed that picture. I missed the picture of the 500E flying over. I tried to fly the 500E, but I could not. I had the same problem with it yesterday. It wouldn't start for me. But that's because I used dev mode. Yeah, these guys are all stopped. I stopped them. I corralled them. It's giraffe culling. 5 giraffes stopped and turned around, just standing there staring at me. Yep. They do that, huh? Look, they're staring at my... they know where the drone is. It's like they're looking at the drone. And they all kind of move together. I think the elephants are better. Again, I'm kind of doing this to have a direct comparison to the new sim as far as animals, Africa, you know, grass, trees. We already know the trees are better just from getting in the dev. Multiplayer is available at the launch. It should be because people were using it in the development copy. In the dev copy, people were using multiplayer. I didn't realize, I couldn't get it to work, but it should be. I don't know why it wouldn't be. It's part of the sim. Plus, there's good news, bad news about the multiplayer. It appears it's the same. So, for all of us who've been doing multiplayer for 4 years, we know what that means. I'm not even going to go into it. You know what I'm saying? But as far as I know, it's the same. They really haven't changed it. If there's someone from Microsoft in here who wants to, you know, tell me I'm wrong, that would be great. But nope, really has not changed. All the same. All good. Okay, now I think we have the break airport to go to. The SBA, Stream Break Airport, which I added to this plan because my original plan didn't have a break airport. I don't know what I was... I wonder if this was before... No, I was streaming. I remember. When I originally did this plan, it was a stall flight. It was a low and slow flight. So I modified this from a low and slow flight and turned it into a helicopter flight. Isn't that crazy? It's insane. Okay, this is straight ahead. Straight out. Oh, wait. I got to reset my trims or I'll have a really hard time. And straight up and out. No, we're now just over 5,000. And this is real world weather, by the way. It's holding up really nicely. I forgot where the temperature is on this one. I think it's right here. Nope. Don't settle back down. Look at that. Look at that with the SimFX. I just want to get my weather real quick. I think it's right there. So 16.8 Celsius. So that's pretty much where we started, I think. Pretty much the same. See if I can go up here. Just climbing a mountain. In reality, if you're not a helicopter pilot, you should know this would be a dangerous maneuver. I mean, at this height now, I can turn around and maybe save myself, but going straight up like that at slow speeds is dangerous. 60 degrees, beautiful clear skies. It is spring here. No, Africa is spring, yeah. Pretty sure it's spring. There's that moon that we've been seeing. Nice. Nice. It looks like people are hanging out by the draft seat. They like to. I was right. It's fun to play with the animals. I'm not the only one that likes the animals. There are others. So on my first Tuesday, the 19th, the disadvantage, the thing that won't be as good for some of you, is I don't plan on loading in anything. I want to see, and I don't even know what this sim looks like that way. I want to see what the naked sim looks like. In Africa today, the only thing I'm really using is nameplates, all of the features in Flow, which is about 20. What else? Oh, a mod for the helicopter. And that's about it. And there are weather presets loaded, but I'm using live weather, so I'm not using any of my weather presets. Oh, I'm using the REX Advanced Weather. I mean seasons, AccuSeason. I'm using AccuSeason, which I don't think shows up as anything here. I don't think there's anything really different here. So if you count the plugins or the add-ons that I'm using, it's only like 10 or so, because you have to count all the ones in Flow. Having seen giraffe and elephant in real life, you can tell you that they're majestic animals. Oh yeah, I've only seen them at zoos, but I did stand under. I would love to see an African elephant in the wild. It's just the work it takes for me to get to Africa it's pretty tough. The money and the work, but it's still a dream of mine. I stood under an Asian elephant, stood underneath him and got a picture taken and was able to pet his trunk. That was it. Somebody named Tippy Hedren's farm. Anyone know who Tippy Hedren is? I'm going to leave this open for chat for a minute. Tippy Hedren. Anyone? She has a wildlife rescue in Los Angeles. I mean, that's kind of a hint. The fact that she lives just outside of Los Angeles. Disco Jaden, I think you're really young. I'm going to wait for some of the other folks to answer. Tippy Hedren. Anyone? Maybe I'll give you a hint. Nobody has a clue. I thought you were. And that good for you. Yes, there it is, Airman. I knew some of us old ones. Joe Exotic? Was she a Joe Exotic? Oh, no. No. Yes, I remember Joe Exotic. I remember Joe Exotic, absolutely. A great actor, actually. Sometimes I'm amazed at the work that he does. I don't consider Joe Exotic a good movie, but guy's good. Guy's funny. Tippy Hedren was the actress in The Birds. She is the blonde-haired woman in The Birds. I think it was after she made The Birds. She had some money, and so her and her husband decided to make a movie about Africa because they loved Africa. So they made this true story about a couple who lived with a menagerie of wild animals, but they didn't go to Africa to do it. They decided to shoot it on sets and get real wild animals and a whole bunch of trainers and basically turn their home into a giant movie set. I think they shot the movie for over a year. I think it was a long time. It was a disaster. In every way, the movie was a disaster. People got injured. Though Joe Exotic was the dude with the private zoo. Oh, was he? I don't even remember. I can't remember what Joe Exotic did. I don't remember the movie that well. So Tippi Hedren's move there, I didn't even remember the name. It's available somewhere, like on DVD or something. However, when they finished the movie, they had all these wild animals that needed rescue. A very popular Netflix documentary about it, I think. About Tippi Hedren's farm? I think so. Joe Exotic was the dude that was claiming Carol Baskins killed her wife. That guy. Okay, the Tiger King. I was thinking of a different Joe Dirt. I was thinking of Joe Dirt. Joe Exotic was one of the strangest things I did during the COVID. I did it like everyone else. I absolutely watched Joe Exotic. It was just bizarre. That was just some bizarre entertainment. Yeah. Just some bizarre entertainment. And he still is operating like he was before he went to jail, as far as I know. He's back at it. Anyway, so Tippi Hedren had all these animals that needed help, and so they started an animal rescue at her house. It was peaked. It was. And that's probably why it did so well. I mean, it was like everyone suddenly went, what is this? And we all watched it. It was just nuts, man. Just nuts. Anyhow, somehow or another, we found out about this place that Tippi Hedren had, which was just, I don't know, 15 miles from where I lived back then. I lived in Mission Hills, and this was out in what's called horse country. If you're familiar with LA, you know the canyon areas where a lot of people have horses. She lives out there, and you could go out and visit it for a very nominal fee. You could go out and visit all the animals, and it was really fun. The animals were extremely well taken care of. Some of them were from the original movie, but most of them were people that, like in the Joe Exotica documentary, someone got an animal and they didn't know, and it grew up. Someone got an animal like a lion, and in California it's also illegal, but that's beside the point. Someone would get some kind of animal, it would grow up, they obviously couldn't keep it. You can't really keep a lion. They don't tame well, unless maybe if you live in Africa and you have an entire preserve, maybe. So anyways, you go out there, there are lions, there are tigers, which are even bigger than a lion. There are all kinds of cats. There's a couple of Asian elephants. There's snakes. I love all these animals. The crazy thing is, you're touring this area, and you get to the tiger cage, and they say, now, we want you, you really need to be aware. These tigers are not tame. They're wild animals. And we have built the enclosures in such a way that they can get out because there's a possibility of flood. So don't piss them off. And you're looking at these tigers through a chain link fence. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not about to piss them off. I don't believe that fence could hold him. Incoming with Goose, he says. Come on in. Come on in. Yes, we're flying helicopters, but anyone who wants to fly along is always welcome. Always welcome. Just a reminder, if you're watching. Anyway, looking at a tiger through a chain link fence is extremely thrilling, but it's also freaky. It's because they're looking at you like, that looks like a pretty good steak. Be right back. Got to eat. All right. We're about halfway, a little over halfway to the Middle Ground Airport. Flying over a lot of nothing out here. This is where I would hope, now I have low hopes that this is going to happen, that we might see animals, right? just flying along in the middle of nowhere because they're going to have thousands. Right now, I think they do. I don't even know if they have hundreds of animals now. I think they must have a hundred or so. They're going to have thousands and thousands of animals. So we might be able, on a flight like this, just to run into animals. Might need to be a little lower, though. Might need to be just a little lower. So this is a throwback flight, and some of you might have heard that story before. That may not be the first time I've ever told that story, but it's pretty interesting. Pretty crazy. That's where you need to be right there if you're going to look for animals. You need to be like right in that area. Marco, we will be taking a break at the airport. Yes. And I'm going to play a slideshow just to let people know. I'm going to play a slideshow that starts in 2023. There's a whole lot of pictures of all of you guys and all of the flights. It's a long, it goes way longer than 6 minutes, but I'm just going to play 6 minutes of it. As it's my final flight. So many memories with everyone. It's just amazing stuff. Amazing. You know, I don't know when the chats happen on YouTube. If you're still there, Cedric, hello. I can't watch the chat on YouTube very easily, but I did decide to experiment with multi-streaming. Do not touch the animal, he says. I don't know what that means. Or what pad... Oh, I get what that means. I won't read that on the Twitch. YouTube is never family friendly. The Twitch is. Just saying hello to my massive audience on YouTube. With perhaps 1.5 people now. Here we are. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, I'm on the wrong camera. Here we are. Look at that. That was a nice fly out there. We need to lose a lot of altitude. Need to drop down a bit. And steer towards the airport. Or bank. I said steer. Okay, so that was set list 1. Oh no, that's still going. Never mind. But that was the end of that set list. I think I see the airport. Holy mackerel. That's amazing. Oh, I'm going way too fast and I'm dropping way too fast. Of course, I don't think it matters in this helicopter. I think you can do whatever you want. I don't think it cares. Areas are gorgeous. Another thing I'm curious about is, did they update this helicopter in 2024? This was already, this still comes with it, but I wonder if there's any graphic updates or if the graphics just look better because it's a new sim, new architecture. We shall see. And everyone's just hot rodding it into this airport. No, wow, nice. That must be Cody. Hey, Cody. I think that's Cody. Because down there is Crisp. Chris Kynes down there. Yeah, that's Cody. Hey, Cody. Jeez, I gotta get a shot of this. Boop. Gotta get some pictures. If anyone is listening, anyone who can hear my voice, if we could park it like nearby each other, so I can take a few shots. Are you gonna land with your wings first? You're gonna land with a canopy canopy up? I'd like to get my final shots of the 2020, and I'll wait a bit, let people come in. Look how dusty this ramp is. What is the deal, man? They do not clean their airport at all. It's just solid dust. They need to get the sweeper out here. Oh, there's not a sweeper at this airport, is there? Man, they need to get it together. Oh, I know what I need to do also. Did you see that? That was butter. If you can have butter landing in a helicopter, that was butter. Good thing you prepped the slideshow for the break today. Air is way too thin for the... Oh, because we're way up here. Yeah, I kind of prepped a slideshow. I finally figured out how to do it in kind of an easier way. So, look at that. This is almost perfect. I'm going to let people continue to come in, but... because it's the last flight of the sim, we're just gonna go like that. Take some shots. Take your best shot. Come on in, folks. Water's fine. Nice to have you along. All these whirly birds. Hawkwind coming in the 145. Another 145 here. We got the Bell 407 out there. Got someone bumping around there. That can't be Marco. Chopper chowder. I mean 160. I said what am I talking about? That's the 160. Airman is back there. Stravarius is back there in the Scout. Oh, the Scout's a little slow, isn't it? Well, you got plenty of time to catch up as we hang out here for a moment. Take another picture to add to this massive collection.
What should we do now, sir?
Well, are we stopped?
We're stopped, sir.
Good. Well, why don't we take a 5-minute break?
Very good, sir.
Back up here. This is another just amazing thing. There's really too many people to take pictures of almost. It is beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. A beautiful thing. Goatstream coming in. Okay, let me try this. I have to set this up and turn it on. Oh, actually, I have it on, don't I? I'm already set up. Yeah, I think if I just go play, I think it's going to work. I think this thing is going to work. We will be back shortly. Well, I'm going to start the show first and then come back. So all I do is that. I think just if I go like this, this is going to work. But then when I go to break, I'm going to have to do this again. Yes! This works. There may be some people you recognize in these pictures. This only goes back to 2023 because before that I actually moved some of the pictures off of my drive just to save space. All right, now I'll go to the break. Oh, wait, I don't have to go to the break screen. I forgot. I can do a thing here. I can just do a thing. We will be right back. Perfect. Here we go. Remember the carrot? Remember the carrot? That was so fun. So fun. Where do I turn that off? There we go. And we're live. And we are live. Alrighty. Anyone remember any of this stuff? Remember any of these things from back in the day? I mean, you can recognize many of these names down there. Few names have disappeared off our radar. Game Geezer. He helped us start this whole thing, this whole helicopter thingamajiggy. Wow. Red Heron has been here the entire time. Unbelievable. I saw Cody. Now these are actually newish. It's like day one for Red Heron. First day here. That's a hotel in Canada. That's from our trip across Canada. Massive hotel in Canada. It's fun to look back. Fun to look. There's some giant dogs. That's a dog. Look at the size of that thing. And then planes that don't work. I don't fly much just because they don't work great in multiplayer. Great planes don't work great in multiplayer. That's why we don't see some of these planes. It's kind of nuts. It's kind of nuts. How's my stream doing over on YouTube? Hey, what's going on? I see a chatter on YouTube. How you doing, sir? I don't know if you're still there. It's hard for me to watch two chats, but I'm going to fix that. If the YouTube thing works. Today it's working. The last stream, it didn't work. Nice to see you over there on YouTube. Dual streaming, Twitch and YouTube. So most of the chat you will see go across the screen is all from the Twitch. It's that Twitch. And we are watching a slideshow of... do you remember that simulator we used to play before 2024 came out? That's what we're watching now, that old sim. That old thing. We're right in the middle of our plan at the moment. If anyone wants to join, we're at Hotel Alpha Lima Lima. Hotel Alpha Lima Lima. We're in Africa. And we are looking at animals. We're looking at the animals out here. So we will have a direct comparison to the new animals. I hate to stop the slideshow because I don't know how to start it where it is. This is a slideshow that's just happening in the photo app that comes with Microsoft. Apologies if you work for Microsoft, but I think it's terrible. But it works for this. It works great. I would say we're almost at the end, but we're not even close. We're not even close. So that is how I made that work, right? Yeah, I'm going to jump out of the slideshow now. And not sure how to start back from there. Oh, well. Not important. We don't need any more slideshows. I was taking some sunset pictures. Hey, H130 has showed you up. Got all the choppers. All the choppers. This, I don't know. This is terrible. I wish I had better plans. I don't know what's going to happen in the new sim, with the exception of Tuesday choppers. Anything else close to Hotel Alpha Lima Lima not coming up for me. Let me have a look. Let me have a look. Let me get back started here. I don't think there is. And I'm not sure why it's not coming up for you unless it's the wrong code. I'm trying, I just tried to zoom in on the map on my screen, my stream screen. You can't zoom in on the screen. Did I write it down wrong? No, that's what I have. Hotel Alpha Lima Lima. That's what I have. We're all, there's the airport. La Bella Airport. I don't know why it wouldn't be there. It's a Microsoft airport. It's nothing like unusual. It's not an add-on. That's what I'm trying to say. A user error. Oh, thank you. I'm sorry to say this, but I love to hear that because, you know, it's usually me. So I'm always a little bit happy when I hear that it's not me. It's not me, it's you. You know, one of those things. I would say I have enough pictures from this airport yet, but I don't. I would like to sit here and take more. There's somebody in the llama ding dong. The llama ding dong. We're going to head out and go to our next animule. Like my old 1927 plane. Well, I don't know, because I don't know what you're in. I don't know. Oh, if you put in plane, I'm actually in the 407 today. I'm flying in this. That's the aircraft I'm flying, the Bell 407. And with a mod. So, actually, aircraft used to work also. I don't know why that doesn't work. Trying to type it in there. There's the free SimFocus update for it. I don't know why it wouldn't work in the new sim, but we don't know. We don't know. So what I was saying is I'm fairly confident that I'm going to keep doing the Tuesday helicopter flights because that's kind of what I started my whole stream with. The other two flights, I'm not as confident. I want to do the Sunday cruise because that's really fun. And I want to go back and revisit some of the areas to see what they look like. But maybe I'll want to also do some career mode flights. Maybe I'll want to do some challenges flights. Maybe we'll want to, you know, there might be other things we want to do in the new sim. I'm just not sure. I like what we do personally, and it looks like others do too. See, there's other people here. So we will see. We will see. You have arrived. And what are you in? Something I don't have? Spirit of St. Louis. You're in the Spirit of St. Louis. Oh my gosh. I was actually really happy for some strange reason when they added that, but it's hardly flyable. I don't know how he made it. I don't know how he got to across the Atlantic in that. Just mind-boggling. Just mind-boggling. All right. Good choice. Good luck with that. We're going to be stopping by animals. We'll see how it does in the stall category. We're off. We're heading. One moment. Let me get a heading. We're still in the mountains because it's Africa. A lot of it is high. The heading is right on the runway. The only heading indicator is right on the runway. It looks like it's 0 degrees. I think it might be. Approximately 0 degrees. Directly behind me. That's where we're headed. Directly behind my current position. I've remembered to zero out the trim. Zero trim. We'll get out here and take off on a runway or something. Someplace we have clearance. Someplace proper, because we always fly by the book here on, as you all know, on the Flights with Joel. It's always by the book. Never do anything weird. Never do anything off kilter. We fave, clearance. Clearance. We have clearance. Over, under. That looks like sand out there on that giant mountain where Red Heron is headed. Looks like a bunch of sand, like a big old sand dune. It just occurred to me, where the heck are we? There's a lot of hiking trails around here. I mean, a lot. Look at all the hiking trails. All these are hiking trails, boom, 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 where you can go out hiking. And perhaps you can find a lion. Perhaps find a lion on your own, just all by yourself. We're in Ethiopia. That's where we are. We're currently in Ethiopia. On the north end, kind of the north end of Ethiopia. Fun fact, this is very hard to fly. It's very hard to fly because it is a hard aircraft to fly, and also because I think the flight dynamics are terrible in that. I don't think they did anything to try and make it flyable. I just don't know, but yeah. But the actual aircraft was known to be just crazy to fly. It's just why this, taking it across the Atlantic. Wow! Wow, look at that! Airman is here, Cobra is here, Serpico is here, Sing Captain is here, Stravarius, I almost said Diablo, Debo Fly is here, Tail Rotor here. It's a virtual museum, it is. Really unstable because of the crazy CG. So it would be a really unstable aircraft. That's what I thought when I watched the, what's his name? I almost said Kurt Douglas. Not Kurt Douglas, Jeremy Stewart. When I watched that movie, I remember how they really went into the build of the aircraft. This movie's old. It was literally a flying gas can. And it was built just for that, right? Or it was modified to do that flight. Freaking amazing. Modified, yeah. So they had. It's been a while since I've watched that movie. It's really good. You can get the speed you need, or you can't get the speed you need. Yeah, he almost didn't make it off the ground. Lindbergh worked with Ryan Aircraft. That's it. Can you tell me where to get info to set my RTX 4060 up for MFS? Well, the best place to get info about that is literally, and I'm not trying to be a smartass, even though I am, literally search, put that exact phrase, how to set my RTX 4060 up for Microsoft Flight Simulator into YouTube, and you'll get a lot of advice. What I do is I look for the video with the most views. And I know that's unfair to small streamers like myself, small video creators, but there are so many different ideas of how to set this thing up, and it shouldn't be that difficult, really. You're going to fly the what? You're going to fly the fat-ass Hercules? Hey, this is a family show. Oh, I missed the Ah, too late. Too late. We had 2- and 3-year-olds watching this on Thursday. What day is this? Sunday. On Sunday, someone told me their 3-year-old was flying their aircraft. So I realized that my family-friendly status means something, and I should pay attention to it when I can. Pay attention to it. Oh, there's a H-135, our first helicopter for the sim. Oh, but that reminded me, thinking of Lindbergh and that movie, which I'm forgetting the name of. Was it just called Lindbergh? You don't know what family friendly is. Well, then careful. Just be careful. Family friendly means we edit ourselves a little bit. For me, it's a challenge. It's part of the challenge. I watched the documentary on, I guess it's on Disney Plus. It's a documentary on the Endurance, the ship called the Endurance, which was Shackleton's ship, one of the first explorers trying to make it to the South Pole. And it's just unbelievable documentary. I'm not recommending anybody spend more on streaming services or anything, but they're looking for the Endurance in a modern ship which is extreme enough. And then they tell the story of the Endurance and what happened to the crew. And it's just amazing. Except Twitch Plus. Except Twitch Plus, indeed. Now I'm looking for something on the side. Yes, to watch Mr. Flights with Joel. Yep. It is the great. Well, that's the strangest thing. It's a story about failure that turns into a success story. It's just amazing. I don't know how they did it. I mean, I literally know how they did it because I just watched. But the extreme I'm just following labels. I hope I'm going the right way. The extreme conditions they were faced with. It's just mind-boggling, absolutely mind-boggling. And the documentary was done really, really well. So we have just a few more miles till our next animal sighting, next sighting of animals. And I don't know what these are because I didn't look yet. Look out for the massive Hercules. Shackleton had some serious determination. Serious determination, and maybe one of the best leaders in history. Maybe one of the absolutely best leaders in history, because so much of their survival was his determination and optimism. His optimism that, hey, we're stuck here in the ice, in the Antarctic, where no one has really hardly been at all, but we're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. And then there's now the ship is sinking. The ice is completely taking the ship, but we're okay. Don't worry about it, folks. There it is. There's the H4. But don't worry about it. We're going to be fine. We're going to get out of this. I mean, we have wool clothing. We have a coat. I just don't know how. Whew. Anyway, if you like stories like that, you should check it out. I'm got 10% fuel. Nobody, including myself, said fuel back at the airport. And I don't think we have an airport anywhere near us. We're going to have to, maybe the animals have fuel where we're going. I think it's just right down here. That looks like there might be some fuel down there. Navigated the South Atlantic in winter in a dinghy with just a sextant. Yes. Yeah. And that's something too. So I'm assuming they were using celestial navigation, right? Is this from the Transformers movie? No, I'm talking about the documentary about Shackleton and the ship that he got stuck in 1914, looking for the South Pole. Actually, not looking for it, trying to go to the South Pole and set records. There is a town here. Maybe they have a gas. I'm saying they have fuel. They got some fuel around here. Do you folks see the animules? I'm label following again. You're flying the USS Missouri? Boy, if this is where they're supposed to be, they're awfully close to the city. Awfully close to a town. This is where they're supposed to be. Let's just see. Yeah, with all these townsfolk, I can get gas. Oh, there they are. I think Megatron was found at the North Pole. Yeah, I think you might be right. You might be right. And if it wasn't for people like Shackleton, Megatron would have never been found. So boom, there it is, ties it all together. Yeah. Is it more elephants? It is. It's more elephants. Well, we saw the elephants, but now we're going to see them by a creek. By a little river here. More elephants. We get to see them in a new environment, and I get to get fuel. Elephants are huge. I bet they have, you could make quite a bit of biofuel from these guys. If it wasn't for people like me, the Hercules wouldn't be in the game. Did you help design the Hercules? It is pretty amazing that the Hercules is only 100 miles from me. Just 100 miles. And I watched, it might have been a Red Heron recommendation. I watched a really good YouTube video about going into the cockpit of the Hercules, and it talked a lot about the aircraft. So I'm going to put the fuel in now. Anyone who might be low on fuel, now's the time. Put some fuel in. Get some fuel. Oh, Cam 2 is out there. I just looking at what Red Heron might be up to. He's got a spotlight on. Fuel. Oh, I'm in the middle of something. Let me go out here. I got to do a thing so that, so someone else can use that. This is another one of our new animated emotes by Cobra that I'm very appreciative of. And I can finally give subscribers a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Oh, I'm doing two things. Not just one. There's a second thing I'm doing. I'm going to my next set list. These set lists, I was thinking of updating all my set lists for the new sim, but I don't know if I'll get to it. Oh, I know though. That's funny. That is a subscription for Red Heron so he can use all the emotes. Because weirdly enough, Twitch does not let you give your moderators stuff. It's weird. Moderators should get everything that's possible. See, now when you see it on that camera, look at those guys. First time animals showed up for you. Okay, cool. It's fun, isn't it? Animals are fun. Shout out to Red Heron playing the Microsoft Flight Simulator. From Frankie Poops, what's going on? Just enjoying our sunset flight. Oh, that's a great flyby. Whoops, I hit the wrong thing. I missed you, dude. I think I missed you. No, there it is. It's a bit of a flyby. There you go. First I hit this camera, which I forget about. I forgot. Oh, it's not even set up right. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. No problem. No problem. I just figured you had stuff to, like real world stuff to do. I'm sorry you were sick. Sorry you were sick. You've been flying the free OH6A mod for DCS a bunch lately. So good. Oh, that's awesome. So what do you think of the no, I forget the aircraft. The new aircraft for the sim. Do you have that for Microsoft Flight Simulator? I wasn't impressed. I wasn't impressed. So back over here. Jump in here. See if this all works. The Kiowa. It's stupidly so funny how slow. You're looking forward to the 2024 heli. Yes, definitely. I think the minute we get in, they're updated. Honestly, from what I saw in the dev, in the alpha, from what I saw in the alpha, everything is already new. The flight dynamics are already there. Like they're there. I know they're done in a completely different way than X-Plane, but they're like that level. You immediately feel the air around you, and that'll change everything just from day one. Yeah, Tax Flight Kiowa. I don't usually say bad things about developers, and I didn't mean to, but I mentioned that it wasn't really worth the price on Facebook, and some people took offense. I don't think because they, yeah, I won't get into it, but it's not up to the level of what I see in the helicopters today in the sim. All right, let's move on. We have seen the elephants. They are awesome. We're into the, oh, I guess this is the rock set. I'm just trying to play every set that I have, but that won't happen because I actually, you know, not streaming that long. Looking for the buttons. There they are, and there they are. There it is. XP12, DCS, and MFS are pretty close to real helicopters. And that's what, you know, I take your word for that more than most people. And I've heard real world pilots have opposite points of view. I've flown simulators for like 15 years, and I think they're really close. I think most of the stuff in Microsoft Flight Sim is, I think the flight dynamics are going to be way better coming up in a week. But I think the technical side, you know, the ability to do autos correctly and engine management, those things they need like a 10% improvement. When they get that, it'll really be amazing. Really be amazing. But this SimFocus mod that I'm flying is wonderful, really huge improvement. There are some fringe areas that need work, but they're all, yeah. And I don't think I've talked to a real world pilot who hasn't said, you know, no sim is going to fly like like the actual plane or helicopter. We'll see in the coming years. That's really true, because they're changing. I don't think this is a new sim coming out. I think it's a new era. I mean, realism means a lot that I didn't realize. You're going to fly the DC-3 now, all right? Go for it. Great aircraft. They're probably flying DC-3s in the real world around this area. Can't wait to try the new R66. That's the one I have the most real world time in. Oh, the R66? Until CS releases the 44. Yeah, and I hope that, I don't know what's going on with Cow and Sim. I hope that is soon. We all hope it's soon. Hercules is another very slow aircraft. No one knows what the Hercules flies like. Those are the kinds of planes that you can say, oh yeah, it flies just like the real one, which only got off the ground once. If that's what happened, then you know, that's great. But I've seen him mention that there was problems with the developer. There's someone else that's working on that. I guess something has happened. But I don't know what. He's been silent about it, which is better than, you know, updating everyone every week that it's not out yet. In a way, it's fine. I had the R66 that's coming out. Wasn't that in P3D? It's from oh, that's what he said on Facebook. The R66 that's coming out from Coronado. I had that in P3D, I'm pretty sure. And it wasn't very realistic, but it was really fun. It looked great. I'm thinking it's going to be like most of their aircraft. You have the same t-shirt. It's why you're now a mod on the channel. Simple but looks good, yeah. And simple's fine for most people too. It does have spray kit. You can spray crops. That's pretty cool. That is pretty awesome, man. And more. I mean, if the cables, if what they say is true and the ropes actually have tension, like there is tension modeled on the on ropes and banners and everything, all the materials have Wait? That'll be amazing. You can spray with the Llama update in 2020. That's true. I haven't tried it yet. I really like it. I think it flies way better. I can fly it now. I mean, it didn't make sense to me before. It seemed really hard to fly. Now it's nice. Frankie Poops, you're excited for career mode. Cool. I think a lot of people are. I think a lot of people have wanted that. I'm curious. This is one of the things I'm going to try on week 1 live on stream. You've been testing with Togue. The update FMS are so... Oh, awesome. Yeah, I'm glad he's got you testing them. Because the Huey was like... I think it's the best flight model. Well, easiest to fly for me. And still flies like a helicopter. So the Llama seems to be that way. I haven't had enough time in the Alouette. I just got that. Just got that update, and I just haven't flown it much. It's, you know, it's gorgeous out here. I'm just flying along, not realizing how nice it is out here. Look at this. Super nice. Disco Jaden is coming by in the, what is that, a DC-3 must be, because that's what he said he was flying. Flight Sergeant is back there. Whole lot of people. We still got some flying left to do. We've got another group of animals that is beyond the airport. So we're flying a little past the airport. Oh, this is kind of the last leg. It's whoops, as I go off like a drunkard. This leg is a little bit longer than the previous legs. And then from going to the last group of animals, which I don't know what they are, because they never tell you, and I don't remember from my last time. Then we'll go back to the airport. But this is all mountains and amazing stuff. We should do some beginner heli lessons after 24 releases. Yeah. That would be good. There's never enough people doing that. If I could get Red Heron to come on. Oh, I think I hit the wrong button. Oh no, that's it. I thought I hit the second camera button for when I have a second camera going. I'm sure you... Oh, in the DC-3? Give it a try. Just let us know how that went. I know that Red Heron can. Red Heron can do it in his H125. That part of the H125 may not be the most realistic. This still has no autopilot at all. Nothing. Hey, if you're just joining us, drop a follow. That'd be great. We are doing the last Tuesday helicopter flight in 2020. Unless we do another one. And 6 days, 16 hours, 20 minutes, and 58 seconds left. Neither does the H130. H130 doesn't do a flip. Oh, no autopilot. No, none of them do. I'm very curious. They haven't really said if the helicopters in the new helicopters have an autopilot. I know because I watched the stream. The H225 does have an autopilot, but apparently it's a basic autopilot. It probably won't have all the nav modes that we expect out of the high performance aircraft. However, the 145 and 160 are going to work. Even the Red Bull B105 is, yeah, it is heavily modified to do what it does. I've watched some of the stuff about that, and the pilot is heavily modified. The pilot knows his stuff. You know, there's one guy that flies that. One dude. So the DC-3 did a loop. Someone I know who owns an old aircraft said that he could probably do acrobatics in it, but it wouldn't be a good idea because it's a 60-year-old aircraft. No, it's more like an 80-year-old aircraft. Yeah, I think there are only 2 or 3 aerobatic heli. Well, actually, the Army has a lot of them. But those aircraft can do aerobatics. Oh, I believe you, Disco. I believe you, Jaden. You know, it's only a game. That's what I've heard anyway. It's only a game. That's what people tell me.
It's only a game.
Oh, I knew someone would do
Why
it.
You have to be mad.
Music goes good with that flying. Anyone on the live stream flying gas can? Nope, no one's on the live stream now. We have a few viewers, more views than the last one. Marco, you're getting these chats in your stream that are profusely flattering, and then they ask for a Discord invite. I've also noticed that your viewership in Nigeria is way up. Are they trying to get you to help them with a banking problem, those viewers in Nigeria? There's some interesting stuff coming from ProFlight Trainer. You know, is ProFlight Trainer the one that just put out the collective and grips that you can buy on their own? Is that ProFlight Trainer or is that Puma? Confused with those. Because I fly other aircraft, I still haven't invested in a strictly... in helicopter controls just by themselves. That's Puma, okay. So I'm really interested in the Freebird 882 redeemed comedy snare hit in the middle of nowhere, just out there in the middle of nowhere. Just threw in that comedy snare hit. You picked up the Bell 206. Oh, really? How do you like it? That's the one I'm looking at. What do you think of that? Looks great. It's a pre-release kit. Well, I sent him an email and they didn't reply. I talked to him at the Flight Sim Expo and sent them an email to see if they are interested in some kind of discount. And nothing. That's good. That's always. Oh yeah. Marco, you play that every day, don't you? That's killer. For some reason, I'm going really fast right now. I don't know how I got to this speed. I'm doing 140. 140 right on the nose. And there goes the DC-3 right underneath us. Very sweet. You purchased They have an H125 version too. Yeah, they also have a Huey version, and I'm still kind of trying to decide between the Huey and the 206. Either one of them would work for the other. The 206 just looked like the most budget friendly, I will say. Budget friendly. What's up? Still with me? Oh my gosh, yeah. Lots of people. I'll be stopping for a while at the Animules. And works with, budget friendly and works across more helicopters, yeah. Plus, I'm a big fan of the 206. I've always liked the 206. Because when I was growing up, the 206, actually I think it's still the most popular light helicopter in the world. But when I grew up, all of the TV shows and movies had a 206. Now it's a H125, but everything was a 206 in those days. The throttle twist group has a great haptic. Oh, nice. Oh, that's always nice. That would be cool. And I'm sure I would love it. Just seems like a lot. Oh, what do you have it on? Do you have the whole set, the complete setup? And did you just buy that? Yeah, 206s are everywhere. Last I looked, which was about a year ago, it was still, by a good margin, the most popular helicopter. A small, light helicopter, which makes it the most popular helicopter. There's way more of them flying than any other helicopter. The R-44 is the biggest selling helicopter, but they haven't caught up yet. Not caught up with the 206. It's been around a bit longer. I must be too high up in the air. I'm not getting that feeling of speed. Unfortunately, from what all the developers say, this river stuff is not going to be a whole lot better. You have an older PFT set that you bought in 2015. You've upgraded over the years. Well, you're getting your use out of it, so that's worth it. Totally worth it. Just recently put an AB9 in place of the Cyclic. It's an AB9. AB9. Oh, it is. That's what I thought you were talking about. The Moza with the feedback. I must have slowed way down because suddenly getting a lot of passers-by. A lot of folks passing by here. I have a passenger. Where'd you come from? The passenger in this aircraft is a twin. Oh, I was trying to get the dog to show up. Dog wouldn't show up. There are twins in this aircraft. It's pretty impressive. This is the standard, run-of-the-mill, lowest cost Microsoft 2024. So this was Microsoft 2024 Basic. I have no add-ons out here besides, whatever's in Flow. and the add-on for the helicopter, and the Rex AccuSeason, which I don't think is doing anything right now. Nothing. But I wanted to compare this directly to the new sim when that comes out. So I will be in this area again in 1 week. I'll be back. Wow, this is pretty cool. I'm guessing this river probably has a lot of rapids and little waterfalls. Look at how it goes over all this stuff. Cobra's in the H-47. Oh, and then it gets bigger out here. I hope I'm still on track. I guess I am. We're in Ethiopia. Oh, now it's not looking so good anymore. Well, it was good while it lasted. Good while it lasted. I wonder if I will get done with my stream before my my fence guy is done. Got a dude working on my fence right now. Oh, it's also coffee time. I wonder if that's happened. Jinx. Oh, because we were saying it was great scenery. Yeah, right? Oops. I got you now. Now I figured out what you're saying. There's an R66 just in front of me. JCS Love. Got a few new names on this flight and a lot of familiar names. Like a lot of people coming out today. It's so awesome to watch my send-off, watch my sunset flight of 2020. Again, if people think they really want to fly in this, they need to let me know, but otherwise... Of course, there's always the possibility that we will get the new sim and there will be some kind of problem and we'll be flying in this. It's a slight possibility. I mean, they've never done anything wrong before. Nothing has ever gone wrong with this sim. It's always worked like so well. So I don't see how there could ever be a problem with the new one. Nope, never. Not a chance. Not a chance. I'm going on Microsoft Official next Friday. You know, a week from this. So that'll be interesting if something goes wrong. It'll be fantastic if everything goes right. I won't be talking much because there's a lot of us. A lot of us will be showing up there. It's another big group stream. But I get to meet some more people. I really am a dreamer, aren't you? Yeah. I'm an optimist. I'm an optimist. I'm even more optimistic after watching the documentary I was talking about the endurance. After watching that, I feel like, wow, there's nothing really that bad in my life. Things are pretty good. I have really warm places to hang out. I have lots of clothes. Enough food for at least a couple of weeks. In a zombie apocalypse, I think we could make it a month. Maybe more than a month. You know, rice goes a long ways. And yeah, so I feel pretty good about myself. Or if everything suddenly froze over. I shouldn't even say that. Ooh, don't even say that. I mean, they did decide to go to the South Pole. It's true. And the guys in the boat, the guys in the research vessel that found the Endurance, one of them said this was his 25th trip to the area because he said it's completely addictive. Like once you go out there, then you just have to go back. And I'm just thinking, well, yeah, if you're an explorer, if you're like you are, maybe not everyone would have that feeling about being in a completely desolate place that could kill you if you make a wrong step. I was also noticing I notice these things when I watch. Yeah, exactly. I notice these things when I watch documentaries. I was noticing how all the scientists and researchers and camera crew, well, not all the camera crew, some of them were out on deck filming the people on deck. They were all in the quarters of the ship, inside, looking pretty comfy. And then they had the crew that works the submarine and the ship and everything on deck, and they were out there in the freezing cold. They never even said the temperatures they were dealing with. But they got blocked by ice too at one point. That was one of the best parts about the documentary. They got blocked in by ice, and to get out of the ice, which Shackleton couldn't do, the Endurance could not do it, but they're in this brand new, all steel, massive ship, research vessel, and to get out, what do? They take a tank of jet fuel and they start swinging it back and forth across the front of the boat. And this tank of jet fuel weighs like 20,000 pounds. And so that is enough to move. Oh, we're at the animals. There's animals around here somewhere. That is enough to move the boat, to shift the boat back and forth to where they can get out of the ice floe. It's just mind-boggling. It's like, yeah, good idea. Swing that jet fuel. What could go wrong? I was thinking, I bet nobody has named their boat the Endurance since that happened. Oh, more giraffes. Wait a minute. We're getting repeats out here. I thought we would get some crocodiles or some rhinos. Oh well. Back at the giraffes. This time I'm gonna do a quick thing about giraffes because I think they're amazing. Amazing animules. So I'll quickly look up the info. We'll go to cam 2. First I gotta land. So I gotta ease it in. Ease it in. Not gonna see any good news out here. Are they gonna go up that hill, I wonder? Huh. Alright, it's a picture safari. That's what we're doing today. Little picture safari for the last flights with Joel. Now I'm getting nervous. It's almost done. And I get nervous when I don't fly in the sim for days. Actually, I'll be in the sim. I'll be flying around. I just won't be streaming. Rest my eyes, rest my throat. Get ready for the new thing. So we're going to jump over here, see how this camera's doing. I bet he has some good pictures. There we go. And then we're going to have a look at this. I alluded to this earlier, but I didn't talk about it much. There's one viewer. I think it's the same viewer I've had for a while. Long-necked gooses. What's wrong with you? Long-necked gooses? What's going on, Kev Sim Corner? Is Marco still here? Marco, you still here to give out a little shout out? So this is what I wanted to talk about. The giraffe is a large African hooved mammal belonging to the genus Giraffa. It's the tallest living terrestrial animal and the largest ruminant on Earth. Traditionally, giraffes have been thought of as one species. Now, this is the interesting part. Giraffa camelopilus, with 9 subspecies. Most recently, researchers proposed dividing them into 4 extant species due to new research into their mitochondrial and nuclear DNA. And individual species can be distinguished by their fur coat patterns. 7 other extinct species of giraffa are known from the fossil records. So that is pretty amazing. New research found new information about them, and they're actually more than one species. And do you know what that means? This is crazy. Do you know what that means? I don't either. I mean, not exactly. I don't know exactly what that means. I suppose it means they didn't all come from the same animal. Perhaps. Oh, just for a second there, it looked like that one was going to do something. He was raising his tail like he was going to do something just for a second. So, but he decided not to. Decided to keep it clean because this is a family stream. This is a family stream. Someone said, Jaden said he didn't know what that was. It means we try and keep it cleanish. Clean-ish. Doesn't always work. Oh no, what happened over there? No, don't worry, there's no cameras on you, Marco. I think it's Marco. You'll have to check with Noah on that one. Check with Noah. Let us know what you find out. Oh, that was Cobra. That was Cobra coming in, but I missed it, so it didn't happen. I love those close-ups like that. That is crazy. Crazy. Oh, we've also got a CH-47 over here with one of the civilian liveries on it. They use these a good amount around here. They're probably using them right now because there's two massive fires going on. Maybe the new sim will have multiplayer and replay effects fixed. Yeah, maybe. Uh-huh. Maybe they will. Yeah. Unfortunately, the developers already said multiplayer's the same. They basically said it's the same as far as the fixes that we want to see. It might be more efficient. We might be able to get more planes in, which only matters to people like Two-Tone Murphy and Microsoft Official, and who else has that many planes flying with them? A couple others. But it, you know, one day it'll matter to me if this crew doubles, because when you get to about 40 or 50 planes, they start dropping off the server. So I guess that part is fixed, but all the model matching that we really, really, really want is not so fixed. I don't think they didn't listen to us. I don't know what it is. We all screamed, and not just me. People with massive audiences have been whining about the multiplayer also. I don't know, just not a big deal because most people fly, you know, the tube liners. They're going to go with what most people fly. And by the way, I mean, just to say it, the 380 is really awesome. The new freeware 380 is quite something. Quite something. What was I going to do? I was going to take a few pictures. You tried to load one, bro, but it didn't work. You tried to load one, bro, but it didn't work. The replay is a big deal for making videos. I hate not seeing the blades cone. Yeah, and the replay tool is the tool that the replay tool is the one we have. As far as I can tell from what they've said and what they've shown, the replay tool is what we already have in here, which I have to open up. Where's the replay tool? It's uh-oh. That wasn't a good idea. My sim didn't like that. It's been going too long. It's been working too hard. It's under experimental. Is that it? Experimental. And you turn the replay tool on and you apply and you go back. So I think it will be turned on all the time. So where is it? Is that it? No, travel to. Where's the replay tool? Is that it? It's not it. Active pause. I don't know where they put it. It's up here. Oh, there it is. So replay tool. This. I think that my freeware tool from Flight Sim 2 is better than this. But as far as I know, this is what they're saying is their replay. So it's no different. It's still the same. You start a recording, and I don't even know if you can close it without breaking your recording. and then you do whatever you're doing. I mean, I'm not doing anything, so we're not going to know. And plus, all the multiplayer won't be any different. I'm just sitting here. Let me at least pick the helicopter up and set it down. And then I don't think it's good at all because it doesn't, the gauges are terrible. It doesn't show the gauges. So we picked it up and then we'll set it down and then we'll watch that replay. Which I just don't understand. Where, there it is. Stop. And I also have to put camera tracking so I can do whatever I want with the camera. So now we're in replay. Oh my gosh, look at back there. We've got him. So everyone fell into the dirt because of the replay tool. Oh my God, it's carnage. It's complete carnage. Yes, it's just so awesome to have replay. I should be picking up and hovering in a moment. So here I am picking up into a hover. Let's go back inside. And now the gauges, at least the gauges do work right now. Oh, they don't work right, but they work. Yeah, so that is, as far as I know, I'm in replay. I'm sorry. This is really just too freaking funny. Some of them do some of the time. And now I can't get back to the other camera. It went all wonky on me. I don't know what happened. It won't go back. I think I'm at the end. Am I at the end of the replay? And it's now I really messed myself up. So open this tool up and say stop. Yeah, that's what I had to do. I had to stop. Go back to the replay. Yeah. You'd say the free one. Yeah, the one on Flight Sim 2. Oh, now everyone's gone. Now I killed it. I killed my whole... Did everyone fly away? There's the Huey. Okay, people are coming back in. There's everyone. Yeah, though it's just called replay tool, right? I always use that for all of my videos, and I still have to shoot interior, anything I want to see in the gauges, and then come back and hit the replay, and I just use that for basically it's just B-roll. Flight recorder 0.20.0.0. That's what I use, and it still works. It's still great. Flight Sim 2. But it's not a replay. I don't understand it. I've never had a game without a replay. Yeah, a simulator without a replay. Flight control replay was supposed to work on the new one. Also, there's replay tools from people like Parallel 42 that won't work because they've locked it out. They've locked out that part of the sim. And Chase Plane won't work. There are things that won't work because they're locked out. They may have those unlocked now. Okay, let's go to the final airport. Finish up this wonderful stream. The giraffe are way over there. Sorry for the long-winded sim talk. It's sim talk with Joel. I should have done that on my my new camera. I've got a new... Well, I'll do that when I get to the airport. We'll do a quick review. I think it's like any game. They work on what makes more money. More people equals... Yeah, exactly. I don't know anyone who doesn't want replay tool, though. Or flyby. More people want career, so that's what they focus on. They already have us. It's true. That's true. And I mean, the thing is... The reason I'm excited about the new sim, despite not getting some of the stuff we want, is that we are getting a lot of the stuff we want, in that they're improving this world near the ground more than anything else. And flight dynamics. So we get a lot. We get a lot of cool stuff. We get a whole new design sim that's, we can't land on rocks now. It's great. So the heck with our model matching. And, hopefully, or maybe they will work on it as time goes on. They improve this sim a massive amount since 2020. A massive amount. Honestly, did they make the door open? No. No, they didn't do that. And they haven't exactly done that on the new sim, despite their claims. We'll see when it comes out. But if the only way you can open the door is to climb out, that's not exactly what we were looking for in doors opening. Wow, but again, look at this area here. It's like, this is like the Midwest. Interesting. Interesting stuff. Great. I'm just flying towards labels and forgetting that I should be flying towards an airport. I don't know what those people are doing. They're not at the airport, I don't think. What is the elevation of our final? Final airport is at 7,850 feet. So it's, I think, Aviates, I think, is at the final airport. That's my guess. Yeah, yeah. We'll have to see when 24 launches with. You could never have imagined Sims could be so good. I could never imagine Sims could be so good 4 years ago. Really. Because not only this sim, but the other Sims have also come a long ways. I never fly them, but I see what they've done. And yeah, they've all come a long ways. You used XP10 and Dreamfall R22 when you were getting your license. It is so much better. And that wasn't bad. I mean, it was a good tool, right? It was a good tool. But now you can see everything like it's the real thing. It's too bad some of those X-Plane developers don't develop for Microsoft Flight Sim, but I totally get why. I understand why. And many of them have. It was better than the licensed sim you have log time in. Yeah, that's wild. This is just amazing out here. Just amazing. Elephants and giraffes, that's all we saw. This will be a very good test when we come back and see what we can find. Of course, that's after I get my controls working. and see if the helicopters work. Your first sim was FS98. I think mine was 95. But the first sim was of my roommates, and that was Jet Fighter 2. So Jet Fighter 2 was the first one I flew a lot. But then I think the first one I owned was 95. Pretty sure. And that is where I learned to build computers. Because way back then, you know, when we needed what was it? You needed like 500 megabytes of RAM or something. And the cards were they were like, a gigabyte of memory or something. But I had to build my own to afford it all. And a buddy of mine helped me build it out of trash cans. Or something. Yeah. It's nuts. So I learned all the computer stuff. It's amazing how much I learned to fly sims. Because as they got more sophisticated, there was more problems you had to find out about. I see posts of people saying, I've never flown a sim before. Is this hard? And I never want to answer. Also playing Star Wars Dark Forces and Rebel Squadron. Oh yeah. I've rarely played other games. All I was interested in is flight simming. So I haven't done a lot of other games. Almost everyone here is not like that. They've done all kinds of stuff. But people ask if this game is hard. Well, it's hard if you don't know anything about flying. But the really hard part is keeping up with what you need to do, what you need to change and update. So keeping up with updates is nuts. Not just for the sim, but all your add-ons. There's so many of them. It definitely depends on you approach it. My meaning is, yeah, the game is very doable. I mean, you can jump in and do challenges from day one, but keeping your computer up. Oh yeah, I'm a huge add-on linker fan. The helicopter does not have an autopilot. There's only a couple in the sim that do. This one does not. The H145 and the H160 and the H135 all have autopilots. But most of them do not. Oh yeah, the new Scout has an autopilot. Very rudimental autopilot that's hard to figure out. But it's cool because the Scout was also the first helicopter to have an autopilot or an assist. They're not exactly autopilots. They're augmented system. What does it stand for? Anyway, helicopters are a little different in that regard. Attitude hold. Well, it's a SAS systems. Stability augmented systems. WASP is a stability. Oh, WASP is it? Yeah, they're all stability systems rather than autopilots. It's a little different. Approach. Because they don't have wings. Autopilots are very simple devices at their core. An aircraft's autopilot is very simple, at its core. Just a hold, a wing leveling autopilot. It's when you add in all the approaches and stuff, it gets crazy. But yeah, HeliSAS is a brand. Some have autopilot. I thought all of them were SAS though. I didn't know that. Are you sure about that? You probably are. I've never seen an autopilot. Maybe HeliSAS is just the most popular, so that's what everyone has. This one has a place for it. I think it does. Yeah, stability augmentation system, which I thought all helicopters, that's what they were using. Maybe I just haven't seen one that's using anything else. I think I got lost a little bit as I was talking. This one does not have an autopilot place for it. All the Cow and Sim helicopters have the autopilots in them, but they don't work. Thank you. I just got a magic cup of coffee. Just magically a cup of coffee appeared. It's a wonderful thing. Gustav. They work in XP they were ported from. They work in XP where they were ported from. Oh, right. Oh, okay. That makes sense. That's why they're in there. I thought this was closer. Where's this airport we're going to? Is it not? Oh, no, I read it wrong. I totally read the mileage wrong. It's 31 miles, not 17. I'm blind. Okay, we got a little ways to fly yet. Let's crank it. How fast will this fly? I think it'll do 140, easy peasy. Easy peasy. I'll be there soon, folks. Don't wait up. Go ahead and have your snacks. Uh-oh, I'm getting error messages. See, that's the problem with realistic systems. Oh, man. I broke it. Not exactly. I just hit that, and I'm good. Okay. Something went over. Something went over its abilities. Swarm of helis up there. Let's look at them this way. I think I just stuttered, but it sounded like a record skipped. That was me. That was just me, folks. Skipping record. There's somebody behind me. Probably the scout. In the 407, it's just a warning that you exceed a limitation. Doesn't always mean you're SOL. Oh, okay. So I just exceeded the limitation a little bit. This will break is the thing. This mod will... The helicopter will break. It won't break... It doesn't have blade stall, but it does have engine parameters that will go bad. I can break it. That way the mechanic has receipts. Yeah, I think that's exactly what happened. Because I can see... This is flashing right now. That means I'm close, right? Oh, the lights disappeared. We'll see if I can find the airport without my... Oops, without my cheats. I'm going the wrong way, though. Found the airport, I think. Oh, is it a little, is it a hard-to-find grass strip or something? Oh, it looks like I'm there. It looks like I'm there. Not really modeled dirt strip. Oh... So I should find some helicopters any second here. There's a helicopter. Don't you love it when they put a strip in the sim, but it's not there in the sim? It's really not there. It's a 3,000-foot strip. We should be able to see it. But actually, there are airports in the real world, especially in Oregon, that are a little tricky to see. You have to be very close. And farmers' strips are even harder. You can see them, though. Not like this. Now, it looks like I'm at it. Oh, I see. It's straight ahead. Whoops. Every time I go to the side, I get off. And it's at 7,800 feet. I see all the other helis. I'll have to shut down here and wait for gas and a new simulator. Shut down, we'll wait for gas, we'll wait for a new simulator. Oh, awesome. Look at all the helicopters. See, if I drop this, I'll get another warning. Oh, no, not now. Not at the moment. High altitude landings. Everyone's all spread out. Let's get it together. Let's keep it together, folks. Looks like we're near a city. It looks like there's a city down there. I'm just going where the biggest group is to bring it in. Pretty sure about one thing. I think we'll get better performance in the new sim. Oh, crunch. Crunch. Hard landing. Wrench the back a little. There we go. Here we are. We're on the ground. We have made it. Oh, that's a great screenshot right there. We have made it. We are here. Adventure Bush. Oh, my neck. Yeah, no kidding. Right? Ow! That was a hard one. That was a wompity womp. Wompity smackety womp. Hello, Adventure Bush Flyers. Welcome. You've just come at the perfect time for the end of the stream. More really cool moonshots, but that's not what I want to see right now. I have a specific thing that I have to set up here. And then we will probably go out on Red Heron's Cam as we always do, but we want to be like this. We want to be right like that because the sun is setting on the sim. No, it's going the wrong way. The sun is setting on the sim. Always do. Bloody time zones. I know. It's a mess. I'm just gonna put this up one more time in case anyone missed it. Here are the times. Where do I get to? Here are the times for the release. Sit. That's me. However, if you pre-ordered, you can download now, which I think is awesome. I'm so excited. I'm going to get off. I'm going to basically shut down and I'm going to download the new sim. Wow. I mean, wow. Oh, don't do that. Oh, I screwed up. I did a tunnel vision thing. Anywhere you got it, if you pre-ordered. Apparently you can download it on Steam also. But I have it in my bucket, store, in the Microsoft store. Hello. I know that because someone on my Discord pointed it out. So you can download it now. You'll get a activation code in 6 days, 15 hours, 31 minutes, and 35 seconds or so. Or thereabouts. Oh, now I can test my new screen. Thank you, Cobra. You're so awesome. I'll probably be talking to you tomorrow. Last week I was just too exhausted from things. But I'll probably be talking to you on the flight tomorrow. There is the Wednesday flight happening. There it is. This is my new screen. Oh, the chat doesn't show up. Well, that's odd. Okay, I did something wrong there. Something is amiss there. There should be stuff. in that box. Where do I get that from? Oh no, that's set up. It's set up right. Huh. Now I'm just messing around with my stuff on stream because I go like this. Oh, wild. No, it's not coming through. Okay, it's something it's something deeper. Something deeper inside my stuff. Yeah, I think it's me. I think it's some that I missed. I might have turned something off when I was playing with this. Otherwise, it works. I never do just chatting. I'm now just chatting. We are just taking off. We're just ending the stream. And thank you all for coming. It's going to be fun on Tuesday. I hope I'm going to start at my normal time. I hope that I have something to show at my normal time. So if I start up and it looks a lot like 2020, it means something went wrong. But I seriously doubt that. I mean, the alpha was phenomenal. So we should be back. Thanks for the chat. Thanks for keeping me company. And thanks everyone for flying along. What camera am I on? Doesn't matter. We'll be on someone else's camera in a moment. All right. I guess that is it. That is it for a week. Be back on the 19th. That works. That one works. All's good. Say hello to the next streamer. We will raid someone. If we can find someone playing Microsoft Flight Sim.